Welcome on into this Valentine's Day weekend edition of Card Show Live, where we take you around the country and preview some of the biggest shows that are going to be happening around. Our first stop this weekend is the Bloomington Card Expo in Bloomington, Illinois. It is on the ISU campus at the Bone Center or the Bone Student Center exhibition hall. They've partnered with Hobby Scan, and they're going to be giving away a whole bunch of stuff, $1,000 in giveaways, and a box of 2025 Topps Chrome Baseball, booster box of Mega Evolutions, free admission on the campus of ISU, Valentine's Day, February 14th, over 100 tables. Pretty cool. From there, we go to another Bloomington, the Bloomington Armory. This time it's in Minnesota. This is pretty interesting. I sent them a message. I wanted to know a little bit about the show, and they did write me back, and they told me that this is the Twin Cities Sports Collectors Club show. And what I found terrific is this is a group of collectors and dealers that are based in Minneapolis, St. Paul. This club was founded in 1976, which is unbelievable. Its members, they're sports fan and hobbyists, and they've enjoyed sharing these shows, and they've been running these shows for nearly 50 years. Probably one of the longest running card show series in the country. When you think about the National is going to be on number 46. So they're at 50 years of running this, the Twin City Sports Collectors Club. It's a monthly show. It's been held at various locations throughout the city in its 50 years. Currently, it takes place at the National Guard Armory in Bloomington, Minnesota. So if you can check that out. That is really card show history there. 50 years of card shows. From there, we're going to go to Massachusetts for the Emerald Square Mall Show, Saturday and Sunday, February 14th and 15th. They advertise 201 tables, not 200, 201, making it New England's biggest show that is more than one day with free admission. So pretty good. Over 200 tables in New England there, the Emerald Square Mall in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. That is run by Card Show Promotion Sports Cards. From there, we're going to go to Card Show by the Bay, and that is in Carolyn Park, the Hilton Hotel, 100-plus tables, Tampa Bay, the Sports Card Show by the Bay, right? So great. No snow in Tampa Bay. You can hit that 2-day show. And they have people that come from all over the Tampa, St. Pete area, Clearwater, Florida, 100 tables, February 14th and 15th. So those are some of the shows that you can find around the country. And the fifth one that's on our list, and we'll bring Matt in here in a second, is Griffey Guy and Griffey Girl, the GG2 Sports Card Show in Northwest Arkansas, a show that I've been to. Matt will tell you, the last time I was there, we filled up a van filled with cards. So we did a lot of buying. Terrific show, terrific venue, terrific people that go to the show. I don't know if he's going to have it. We'll ask him this time. But the food truck there, their burgers were outstanding. So he'll tell us who's going to be there or not. But this is a 3-day show, the 13th through the 15th, Northwest Arkansas Convention Center. And with that, let's bring in Matt Canaday and let's talk about this show.
Hey guys.
Hey Matt, how are you?
Good evening.
I'm good. How y'all doing?
We're doing terrific. It's been a long time coming to have you on the show, and we knew this was coming up. And one of the shows that I've been to, and hopefully I can get back to soon. Terrific show you guys do there. So tell us a little bit about what people can expect this weekend in Northwest Arkansas.
Sure. It's in Springdale, Arkansas. It's all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We've got a food truck on site. You're asking, it's not the same one. We got a barbecue one this time that's got what you'd expect in barbecue, ribs and stuff. They're also doing up some burgers. But, at our show, we've got 175 tables. We've got JSA on site doing the on-site authentication of autographs. And we've got Nash Cards taking PSA submissions.
You had mentioned too, you have some autographers, and even if you aren't an Arkansas Razorback fan, but you're a sports fan, there's one guy that you said there's two, but the one that I know that hit a major shot Scotty Thurman, right?
Yep, Scotty Thurman will be in attendance. He'll be there on Saturday afternoon from 1 to 3, along with U.S. Reed, who also made a pretty big shot. So they two of the biggest shots in the history of the state, and we're just we're blessed to have them here on Saturday.
Matt, you're one of the most recognizable super collectors in the hobby, aka the Griffey guy, and now your wife is the Griffey gal. You've turned a collection into a brand and a community and a mission. What is the moment you realized you didn't just have a PC, but it was becoming an identity in the hobby as the Griffey guy?
I mean, I'd gone to several. Like I said, I live in Arkansas. I'd gone to several Chicago shows and met my wife. We started dating back in 2018, and she started coming to shows with me. And it was a show at in St. Louis, a 3-day show there. And she had kind of noticed people were calling me the Griffey guy. I didn't notice it. I'm just Matt. But she said, she started looking around on Yahoo and all these different things, and she kind of coined the Griffey guy name at that point. Before then, it was just being at shows in Chicago and all around the country, and people call me the Griffey guy because I'd always have a bunch of Griffies, and it's just something I always enjoyed collecting him because of how he represented the game and how he played the game in that era, and yeah, I've enjoyed it ever since. So.
And GG2 Sports Cards has built a real community around that. But what is kind of the secret to creating a brand around a single player without it feeling niche or limiting? Because now you've expanded into these shows and you're going to other shows. So tell us more about GG2 itself beyond just the Griffey collection.
Sure. Yeah, we started off. We were calling it the Bentonville Card Show, and that's when we met. That's when Steve came down to one of our shows. We were in Bentonville, Arkansas, about 15, 20 minutes away. And we had a friend come in and said, you ought to think about, branding this and, playing, not really playing, but really thinking about the Griffey, the name on there. So I kind of, we kind of did some brainstorming and came up with the GG2, which is Griffey Guy and Griffey Gal. And we've got to meet a lot of great people throughout the industry, at the National, at our shows, in Dallas, just all the shows we go to. We've got a lot of people that we consider friends, and we've been having a blast with it.
Yeah, and you've actually grown it to more than one location. So tell us a little bit about, kind of the different places you go to and the whole scope of the shows.
Sure. So, I mean, our biggest show that we attend outside the National, we do the Dallas show. We're set up in the main room right there by the bathrooms, and we meet a lot of people there. We do shows all around Missouri, several of them here in Arkansas that we attend. We host the one here, and we host one in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, which is on the south side of Tulsa. The one there is about 200 tables. We've been doing that one for about 4 years, and the one here in Arkansas, we've been doing it for over 7 years. But just most of the shows are around the Midwest. We haven't been out to the West Coast or East Coast yet, but most of them are here in the Midwest, up to Illinois, through Missouri, Iowa, Oklahoma, Arkansas, kind of. And we got down to Shreveport, Louisiana for the first time this year as well.
How many shows do you produce for the year?
Currently 2, but I'm going to make an announcement this weekend. We're going to add another one on the weekend before the National, and we'll make that announcement to our vendors this weekend, and then we'll put some stuff out on social media with Instagram and Facebook to make that announcement. But it'll be the weekend before the National, which is the weekend after Fanatics. We'll do a Friday and Saturday show in a different state. So stay tuned for that.
You have 2 locations, but those shows have more than one, right?
Yeah, so we this year we're doing 3 shows in Broken Arrow, and we're doing 4 shows here in Springdale, Arkansas. So we don't want to flood the market with all these shows. I know there's a ton of shows out there, a lot of good people doing shows. I just want people to look forward to our shows, and in between, I get to go and hang out at other shows and do that type of stuff. So,
Matt, what are collectors clamoring for down in your part of the country?
I wish I knew, but I mean, in honesty, it's a lot of basketball, which I don't do a lot of basketball, but you'd think Razorbacks, because I'm in Arkansas country. John Calipari, with what he's done with the Razorbacks and what he brought from Kentucky and stuff. They've been really big. Our baseball team is always really good, and until World Series time. So hopefully they can turn that around this year. But what they're looking for, a lot of Kansas City Chiefs and Dallas Cowboys. That's kind of the market we're in. Baseball, you got Kansas City Royals. We have the AA affiliate here in town in Springdale. So Bobby Witt rolled through here along with Salvador Perez and a lot of guys from there. And then we have a lot of St. Louis Cardinals fans, which is me here. So
And Fayetteville's not far from where you are, correct?
no, not at all. My daughter's in her second year there. It's literally the next town over. So it's Fayetteville's obviously a big college town for the University of Arkansas. It's kind of a conglomerate. You got Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, and Bentonville. The home of Walmart is here, the home of Tyson, and a few others. I mean, JB Hunt. So it's a really big. It's just four cities kind of right next to each other, and it's just a really cool area. If you haven't had a chance to, if any of the viewers here haven't had a chance to check out the area, come check it out. They've got a little bit of everything here. So
I mean, Bentonville's got an airport with Walmart, so it's not hard to get to.
not at all.
Yeah, I mean, and with Walmart, I mean, you know, the amount of product that they go through. I mean, there's definitely a huge collector base there. I know, you know, we saw it when we were there. I've actually been there twice. I mean, I was there with Adam, or Steve came with me one time, and I mean, it's terrific, and the the hospitality is great, not only with you guys, but the vendors are terrific.
Yeah.
How many vendors do you guys have that are
At
really
the
in that
show
area?
this weekend, I'm gonna guess. My wife kind of keeps up with that side, but I kind of set up the map of where they're all gonna sit. But I'd say around 90 vendors is what we have, and obviously some have a couple tables, some have one, and some will bring their buddies and all that stuff. But I'll tell you, it's the vendors we have are just amazing. I mean, we've had a few vendors in the past that didn't work out, and you know that happens. That happens with any show. But we take pride in bringing in the right people. We try to create a real family friendly environment because when I grew up going to card shows, that's what I remember is those types of shows. So we're trying to continue that going. You know, the Pokemon's really uptick there. So a lot of people are doing Pokemon, but we've tried to focus our shows mostly on sports cards. I think this weekend, I would say the ratio is probably 80-20 sports cards to Pokemon. But I mean, it's fun. Collect what you enjoy. If you like Pokemon, do it. If you like sports cards, do it. I do a lot of wrestling. I do a lot of celebrity like Pop Century stuff too, because that's what I enjoy. And I've had a lot of fun with that too. So when I'm not collecting Griffies, it's hard to sell Griffies. It really is, because
Mhm.
when you sell them, it's like you're watching one of your kids go away. So, but I do a lot of times at the National, I'll put out a lot of the upper deck rookies and things like that because I think if I'm going to put them out, that's the place to do it. Is the biggest show in the world. So.
Matt, we talked to Tom Guideman a couple months back. He was the creator of the iconic Griffey card. Beyond that, what is kind of the next level of Griffey cards? That's a chase card for people and for yourself. What is that one card that you would be really reticent to give up?
I mean, I love the Mariners autographs. Something I started saying a few years ago. People are like, "What are your favorite cards of him?" And you know, Upper Deck was always there. But even back a couple of years ago, my favorite was the '95 Pinnacle, the bubblegum card. And a few years ago, it was a buck or two. You can find them in any bargain box. And now they're pushing $50. I mean, it's unreal. It's kind of like now you can't find them as easily for that price that you used to be able to going through bargain boxes at a show. But I mean, those are probably my two favorite. The other one is obviously the '94 Griffey Mantle. I've had several of those before, but don't currently have any. But always looking for those. But the prices, as you guys know, has gone up just a tad.
Hey, those are terrific cards. I actually just bought a Griffey a few weeks back at one of our shows, but and sent off to get graded. But yeah, great stuff. The show this weekend is great. Where can everybody find information about the show online?
Sure. Yeah, you can find me under Griffey Guy on Facebook, or my wife Griffey Gal. You can find GG2 Sports Cards online as well, as shown on the flyer there. Like I said, it's going to be free admission. Really, something really cool that we've done for the past, I'd say 5 or 6 years is my dad gets to come to the show, and he gives out free cards to the kids. So he'll sit up at a table up front with his girlfriend, and it's really cool just to see the interaction there. Kids come in, and it's nothing big. It's not like $100 cards or anything, but it's just something to get the kids started off right because I'm in my mid 50s. I'm not the future of this. I want to see the kids enjoy a hobby that is safe and something really fun. And I think that we give them that opportunity. Like I said, it's free admission. People can come in and just walk around and check it all out. It's a really cool environment.
Fantastic stuff, Matt. We appreciate it. I look forward to getting back down there sometime, but I know I'll see you at the National this summer.
I appreciate it, Jeremy. Appreciate it, Steve. Thank you, guys.
Yep. See
Thanks,
ya.
Matt. Good luck with your show.